guys, welcome back to another episode of 12 Inch Figure Fanatic. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 12 Inch Figure Fanatic. Remember to subscribe. Today we're going to take a look at 777 Toys. They don't even label this figure. FT009, but this is the bad guy from The Professional. So let's crack her open and see what we got. We're also going to do a side-by-side comparison with a custom that I've had for a while. All right, so this is the character played by Gary Coleman in the film, and he is probably one of the most villainous characters in a film that I've ever seen. I mean, he's really, and he's a cop too, a detective in the film, but really just a cruel guy. And I've never had a figure by 777 Toys before. It seems to be like there's new companies popping up every few months now, out of nowhere. And a lot of them are just like reproducing figures at the same time that other makers are coming out with stuff. Like So Toys does that. And they're just like copying others. But let's see what this one's about. All right. So let's start with the head sculpt. It's a little bland. I don't know. It's it looks like him, but at the same time, maybe the paint job isn't done right. They did good on the 5 o'clock shadow effect, the hair. But the likeness is just slightly off. The suit itself, it's crinkled. It looks like linen, like in the film. It's got a thin material to it. The lining in the suit is done very nicely, and the belt is a slight upgrade from what I've seen common in figures, and the shirt actually has buttons, snap buttons, and there's buttons on the blazer and not on the shirt. No big deal. Decent detailing on the hands. Nothing really done painting them, and there's a slight gloss to them that doesn't look nice. So probably put a layer of satin finish on there. Get rid of that. The shoes are done very nicely. I do like the way they did the shoes. And it is just a single sculpt, goes into the peg of the ankle. Socks, no socks, but that's okay. But the look of the shoes, very nice. I like that. And the body itself, pretty standard, I could tell underneath. Good dexterity to it. Let's see what else this figure comes with. Okay, so very tiny, easy to lose, definitely. But these are the pills that he was taking every so often. I still can't figure out what those pills are. He just kind of throws his head back and swallows them, and then just does this like constipated look on his face, and I don't know exactly what's going on there. But you got a few pills there to work with. All right, they gave you a cigarette with the smoke trail. That looks pretty cool. A cigarette without a smoke trail. Interesting, they got a large baggie for each of these things. And his pill box, and let's crack this one open, because it feels like it's made of metal. Yep. No, is it? No, it's made of plastic, but it's got a nice feel to it, and it doesn't close, but you can tell that you can put the pills in there. So if you wanted to rest the pills in there, I would have liked if it had closed. I'm sure there's a way they could have done that. Got his holster. And that's pretty good detailing on that as well, considering it's going to be underneath his blazer. Nicely done. Ooh, this is heavy. This is definitely made of metal. Okay, so this is the shotgun, and it's just a solid metal sculpt. Yeah, that doesn't even slide. Really nothing going on there. No extra detailing. It's just a hunk of metal painted black. I could have done that a little bit better. Snapped on a black plastic piece right here. And his revolver. Once again, doesn't move. Nothing going on there. It's just a solid sculpt. At least it's painted. Nicely painted. Look at that. Little tiny baggie of fake cocaine. Hopefully it's fake. I don't know. I wouldn't try it. And then we got a few extra hands. Looks like 4 total. Various posing options there. And anything else? No, nothing else. Okay. Well, let's set this figure up and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right. So here we have the figure all set up. And with the cigarette, it fits through a small hole right inside the middle of the hand there. So it has a lot of flexibility to it, so that helps as well with setting it up. But it looks very nice. The pills fit right inside the pill box, like I said. So that looks okay. I wouldn't have minded if the pills were painted in there. I don't necessarily need to have them loose, and it makes me kind of nervous having them loose because they're that small. As far as the hand is not quite snugly fit to the gun. The shotgun. It could be sculpted a little bit better to actually look appropriate holding the shotgun, but looks decent enough. Now let's do side by side with the custom version I have. So as you can tell, a lot of improvements with the new one. For one, the suit material is very cheap and thick, and you could tell by looking at it how thick it is, but it's also poorly cut. It looks kind of bad. Also, definitely the shoes aren't as nice, and they're a little too big. But what's debatable is the head sculpt. So here is my custom, and here is the one that came with the 777 Toys figure. So they both have their shortcomings. I don't like the redness, the darkness of the skin tone on this one, but look at the detailing. Of course, this was a custom job, so you would expect some finer detailing, but look at the texture of the skin. And then there's this one, which just looks kind of flat, and the eyes, something about the eyes just look almost like it's a separate piece inside the sculpt that is glued in. Looks too separated from the rest of the head. I don't know if that makes any sense. A little Asian as well, yeah. So I'm probably gonna end up keeping the body of the new figure and keeping the old head sculpt. But give me your comments in this the bottom here on which one you think is better as far as the head sculpt is concerned. Otherwise, I'm gonna give this figure let's do a 7.8. Some shortcomings in some of the detailing, the choice of just doing one solid sculpt for the shotgun and not detailing that a little bit better, not having the revolver move at all. But otherwise, a pretty solid figure, especially considering that the cost was pretty low. All right, see you guys for the next video.